earlier in the year when I had JT on, I had him on with a couple of,
My football buddies.
yeah, and
Friends.
my cousin John was on and Sam, pretty much another brother to me. We were all on and we talked and we had long, extensive conversations about many different things. And one of those things was who we would rather have, Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields.
I'm going to take over right
And
here.
no,
I want to apologize, and I think he wants to do the same. Justin Fields, great quarterback. We said we'd take Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence. I retract my statement. I know the other two do that aren't here right now, and Jared can speak for himself. But I mean, Trevor Lawrence.
we were all four wrong because we all picked Justin Fields.
We were
and
wrong.
Here was my thought process on that whole thing. We're coming off of a year in the NFL where we see a running quarterback like Lamar Jackson just absolutely dominate. We're coming off, of a college season where Justin Fields throws like 50 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Which is
where Trevor Lawrence kind of struggled at the beginning of the year. And, you're looking at it, you're like, oh, if Justin Fields comes out and does this again, there's no way that Justin Fields isn't the number 1 overall draft pick. He did not do that, partly because of, he had a much shortened season. Much, much shorter season than everybody else. COVID kind of hurt him. His draft stock, in my opinion, still hasn't slid. I think he's still the number 2 quarterback in this draft.
Or number 3. It's debatable.
It's debatable, but I think he's number 2, and I really like Zach Wilson, but I would still put Justin Fields.
Rich kid, snobby.
I don't know if that's true though.
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is.
But nobody was talking about Zach Wilson back in September.
Yeah, but after I watched the game versus Coastal Carolina, I get that Coastal Carolina was a hard-nosed team, and their defense wanted to come out and make a statement, but I just didn't think he played as well as he could have because they could have had a way better game, and I think they could have handled that game, but they didn't. They just didn't, and Coastal Carolina came out on top. He was taking a beating, though, that night. There's no doubt about it.
He has no offensive line. That's why, and, he's going to get drafted to a bad team, Zach Wilson. If he doesn't have an offensive line, he showed that he's going to struggle, just like Justin Fields. His kind of struggle this year because his offensive line is not all that great.
And he's battled with injuries. Through this year, his thumb has nagged him.
A little couple nagging injuries, yes, have hurt him. He's still just as athletic as he ever was. But Trevor Lawrence is just on another... It seems like he's on another playing field than everybody else. And so congratulations to the Jaguars on getting the franchise guy because they did end up with the number 1 overall pick. And Trevor Lawrence looks like he should be that guy that's taken number 1. Now, you had an intriguing conversation point on our ride home after we went out and got the nacho fries at Taco Bell because those things slap. But
listen, I just think
we both like Gardner Minshew. Right?
I love Gardner Minshew. Okay. I think he could be the guy. I don't know about for the complete future. I think you could hold off because obviously the Jaguars have been bad for so long. They had one good year. That was off a whim and a prayer. I mean, listen, I think they're so bad at this point.
You can't pass on a guy like Trevor Lawrence.
You can't pass on a guy like Trevor Lawrence, but you could also make a trade. Listen, you trade down slightly. You don't go out of the top 10 picks. You trade your pick away. You trade your pick away for number 1. You get a good player and a lower draft pick.
Like P-Wall from Oregon, the tackle.
You bring somebody in, and the thing is, you got Gardner Minshew. Listen, Jake Luton, terrible behind him.
Don't even bring him up. He's not even in this conversation. If Gardner Minshew actually gets put in a spot where he has a solid offensive line and solid weapons.
DJ Chark, solid weapon.
I'm talking about let's put him on the Pittsburgh Steelers right now.
Well, I mean the offensive line there, running wise, is awful, but passing wise, not.
Okay, if you slide him into the Indianapolis Colts.
He'll have a game for you. T.Y. Hilton would.
He could take that team to the AFC Championship, in my opinion. I like Gardner Minshew a lot, but that's not even about what this topic is. It's about the rookie quarterbacks coming in, Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. So
you can't pass on a guy like Trevor Lawrence, but you can trade out of it.
Number 1.
That's just how I feel.
Number 1 though is for sure Trevor, and we admit that. I could still make the case that I would still like to build my franchise because that was what the question was. The question was who we want to build a franchise around, and I picked Justin Fields because of what I saw out of Lamar Jackson.
Listen, and the thing is, don't forget, Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields,
Trevor
both
Lawrence.
athletic.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, he doesn't look fast, but his legs are so long.
Yeah,
He's so fast.
Yeah.
It's it's beyond me. I don't know how he does it game in, game out, but he runs. He showed it in the college football final last year against Ohio State that he could run the ball. And I think that was I didn't look at that when I first came on with John and Sam, but looking back on it now, he was athletic last year. He's very athletic this year. He showed it in the ACC championship against Notre Dame. He handled Notre Dame. I mean, he's a good player, and he's definitely the best quarterback coming out by far. And you can't pass on a guy like Trevor Lawrence, but it's just I just don't think Jacksonville, needs to move away from Gardner yet. But he does have trade value,
Yes.
so you could always trade Gardner. So I mean, but I just don't like the thought. Like, Trevor Lawrence is amazing, but
Trevor Lawrence is a clear upgrade, though.
yeah, for sure. But I mean,
because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Gardner doesn't have the strongest arm, and this is how you got to evaluate. So, let's say that Trevor and Gardner make the same exact decisions on the football field, but Trevor can sling that thing 75 yards. Gardner can throw that thing 55. Who you take every single time?
you take Trevor.
You take the guy with the stronger arm because he's gonna clearly always have the higher ceiling.
And Trevor's more athletic too.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
Gardner Minshew was a 6th-round pick for a reason.
Yeah, but listen to yourself. He was a 6th-round pick,
and
he's a good ball player.
Yes,
he's a good ball player.
He's going to be in the league for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. And
He
listen,
might
I think
honestly-
he'll probably end up being a career backup.
He might honestly be the guy that really helps to teach Trevor the NFL side of football because he's a leader. He's a real leader, and I like him a lot.
But if Jacksonville does want to get something out of him, they'd have to trade him sooner rather than later.